Yeah, that's right. Purple Yeti is back in all his glory and his ridiculous moniker. Um, hey, it's another week. I made it. Yay! Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Um, I'm gonna keep this going for a while. I think I can drum up enough stuff. It wasn't that bad this last week. It's a couple different topics we'll be talking about. Um, Site-wise, I don't know. You know, we'll figure out if I feel like doing a Mascot Monday post or not. It's been a busy month, but I'm ready to roll on through it. Hence the purple "Get Ready to Roll" T-shirt. Yeah, feels good to wear it. Okay, the phrase isn't that great. It was only around when I was in school. I don't know. It doesn't really roll off the tongue. Purple, get ready to roll. I think it was like right when that whole "let's get ready to rumble" thing was turning big with what's his face, Michael whoever. I don't know. Anyway, it's all right. It's from when I went to school there. So yeah, it's right. 1998 is represented in the house. So yeah, it'll do. So that's kind of how I'm feeling. I'm just gonna be rolling through this. Um, and this last week. So in this last week, there wasn't some interesting things. I mean, first of all, the Super Bowl. Yeah, it's not college football, but it was the biggest football game of the year. So you gotta watch it, right? Yeah. Oh, and from what you could just tell, I'm still recovering from the Super Bowl party I was at. Okay, it wasn't much of a party. It was more of I was at a bar, which is the first time I've actually ever been to a bar for the Super Bowl. Um, Differences? Well, I didn't stuff my face so fat full of food and graze around the chips and dip fields of creamy goodness like I have in the past because I gotta pay for that shit now. Stuff. Sorry, kids. Here, don't say it. So yeah, it was a lot less caloric intake and a lot more yelling and screaming. People didn't really pay attention as much to the commercials, but yeah, no, it was actually just like any other football game, except fans were out of the teams, which was even more amazing down here in Austin because there's a lot of New York Giants fans out. Maybe it's just people moved into town with the whole what Austin is thingy, kind of like what I did. Um, but it seemed kind of shocking that the team's rival, like Dallas Cowboys, New York Giants, hello, that's like Kansas State and Kansas, and somewhat Nebraska too, but that was late 90s. That was around this time. So, yeah, it was interesting. The game was alright. It was weird, but it is what it is. So, enough of that. Um, College football wise, signing day was last Wednesday, and the expected hoopla happened. DGB did go to Missouri, even though the ridiculous "We Are Mizzou" rap song came out. And the very funny KU response came out after that. Now, you didn't see anything from K-Staters because, I mean, we're still looking our wounds over the Eco-Cat. Yeah, not very good. So, it's cute. Music videos were nice. It was good to see some rivalry like stuff happening before the rivalry gets blown up. So that was kind of cool. And good for DGB. He stayed in state. If anything, I don't really care about Missouri even more now that they're not. I'm not going to be seeing them play Kansas State much at all. But it was nice. It's always nice to see when you have in-state talent go to the in-state schools. So that's a good thing, you know. So there and that. On one hand, some other guy in Georgia. Yeah, he picked. Some other guy in Georgia had the opportunity to either go to Clemson or he had the opportunity to go to Auburn. That's what it was. Yeah, so this kid, Casanova McKenzie, opted for the University of Auburn over Clemson because Auburn had a more clearly labeled, or at least easier access to a Chick-Fil-A, and I can say, go for it, brother. Oh my goodness. The day I discovered Chick-Fil-A was like a moment of clarity, and I've never been the same since. I keep thinking about the Chick-fil-A sauce. I know there's something in there that is probably horrendously wrong for me, but my taste buds make me think that everything is okay. And, man, good choice, son. Good job. Auburn's going to be happy to have you. Outside of that, there wasn't any other craziness happening for recruiting National Signing Day. Letter of intent, legally binding contract that fresh out of high school or nearly of legal age and going to war type kids get their first taste in somewhat the real world. And I don't know. It could be like the SEC. I mean, that kid, the Casanova, is going to Auburn. I mean, they said they're banning oversigning, which is a cruel thing to do. But we'll see if that actually gets followed or not. In case you didn't know what oversigning was, it's pretty straightforward. It's you sign way over the amount of scholarships, and then the kids who are in their second or third year who aren't exactly cutting it lose their scholarships. So that's how you keep bringing in. Or in other situations, too, as part of it, and I might not be 100% on it, you would also oversign, and then all of a sudden, kid shows up to campus and says, "Oh, you don't have the scholarship." So, you know. And anyway, it punches. It's a it's a cold cock to the face of the reality is what that is for those kids, and by cock I mean punch. So yeah, that's all over with. So what do we have to look forward to now? Oh, spring practice. That's what, next month? Late next month? I guess that's officially spring. So it's gonna be kind of quiet here the next couple of weeks, which is good for me. I'm gonna be busy doing some of that stuff over there. But that's on a different blog and another different ridiculous moniker. So, but I'll pop out every week and give my heave ho. Because believe it or not, there will be some interesting news floating around. Not unlike West Virginia's little maneuverations that are happening. For those of you who haven't been following, and really you should be, the Big East and the West Virginia are still fighting each other over West Virginia leaving for the Big 12. There's a couple different deadlines that came out last week. One of those being the TV schedule for the Big 12. Well, you got to have 10 teams to make the TV partners happy, and then you got to have the schedule set to make the coaches, the fans, well, everybody else in the world happy. So the Big 12 had this deadline on March 1. It was going to come out. Wait, did I say March 1? I meant February 1. I'm already thinking about spring practice. So the deadline was February 1st, and it came, and they released their schedule only to the television partners. I mean, come on, Big 12. Have some cojones. Just list the teams on there. Are you going to, hurt West Virginia's case any more so? I mean, seriously. Let us all know so we can all start booking flights and plans and actually spending money at your stadiums and your games. Please. Come on. So that happened. I don't know if I talked about it last week, but West Virginia also had their motion for a stay. I don't know. I have a dad for a lawyer, and I still don't know what that means. Actually, I have friends that are lawyers, and I still don't know what that means. Against the Big East. So they had a stay against the Big East, and that means that they're going into mediation. So they're going to mediate and get together and make things all right. It's going to go back. Yeah, I think I did talk about this. So basically they're going to be dumping more cash into the coffers of the Big East, and they're going to be cutting loose and saying goodbye. And they may be cutting some coffers into Florida State's, cutting some funds into the coffers of Florida State here, because West Virginia also canceled the September 8th game against Florida State. What does that mean? Well, let's see here. Hidden schedule, canceled game. Hey, it does make one. That's right. So It looks like this is just a mere technicality. I think the ball's getting rolled forward, and well, it's just not fast enough, but it is getting rolled forward. We're gonna see some couches burned here in Big 12 country sometime next year. It's gonna be a little awkward feeling, but then again, I've never been in the grips of a horny toad either. The real purple, by the way. So for you TCU folks out there, this is the real purple. Although, yeah, you got the comeback on me. I mean, TCU actually has won a national championship before. Yeah, I don't have that. I do have the Big 12 title, though. Okay, right. It's not the national title. I get it. Fine, whatever. TCU is a little more exciting for me, at least, than Missouri because, as of right now, I can actually go to a TCU game and kick it up in North Dallas or somewhere around there. So, anyway, that's about all I got for this week. Like I said, I'm not going to be touching the site this month. You're just going to see tweets and roars and video and fun, prickly stuff. Probably in the near future. Maybe after March, when we get into February, well, when we get into April and May, when baseball comes full swing, I'm going to need to do something just to keep me sane. So keep your eyes peeled for that. There's some ideas I'm bouncing around. But in the meantime, this is the Purple Yeti saying, drink your beer from the handle and don't spill it on your wangle. Yeah, okay. I need to work on a better close. So take care next time, and I'll see you later. Oh, don't forget to comment below, because I like pointing down here. Wait, there we go. Don't forget to comment. Let me know. Here, I'll help. Texas A&M is lame. There, go. Comment. Say something. Say I'm lame. But not desperate. I am not desperate. Later.